just being the person that he is. And as for, her gifting people, right, at the end of the day, right, people gift people for their own reasons, and your views on people, whether they're racist or not, is your views and your views only, right? That does not mean that that view is everyone else's. I personally think she is. She sat on the fence when she was asked to be exposed, and yet, in the next breath, she'll be, saying this, that, and the other about her. So, to be honest, this gifting malarkey is just a small drop in the ocean in regards to the actual issue at hand. And it's just getting stupid, to be honest. I mean, I sat here last night watching various posts that this guy has put up, all eyes, all fixated on certain parts of a recording. If you slow it down, you can hear it clearly. You clearly can still hear the same words.
Can you explain that to me? Because when I woke up, I seen someone had commented something about that in Comment Cafe about Tony had slowed something down, and it just proved it even more in exposed space.
Right? You can't slow, right? Anyone here, right, who has done a screen recording or a voice recording, right? It doesn't matter how many times you slow that down, it just still will say the same thing, because you cannot edit a set of recording. You can edit it, don't get me wrong, we've seen that, right? But just to slow it down don't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference to what he said. It just makes it sound slower. And what he's doing, he's trying to say, is that because the actual recording, if he was in the live, which many people were, it was quite fast paced, right? But you can still clearly hear what each person is saying, word for word. It doesn't matter if you slow it down. It doesn't matter if you speed it up. It is still the same. It's not going to change. And he's fixated on this one particular point. And all it is where it's all to do with these text messages that he sent. I'm not really clued up on this because it was before I joined TikTok and stuff. But he basically, it was about these two text messages that he sent to someone. And they were apparently quite degrading. And all she said was, have you learned by your mistakes? Initiating regarding these text messages, because he brought the subject up. And with that, he turned around and said, well, would you take another punch to the face? That is, you can't change that. No Face, bless him, he had the whole live. We sent the whole live over to him. He has sat there and gone through it over and over again. And he spoke, as you saw on his post, Tony was trying to say to him, well, this is what was said, blah, blah, blah. And even No Face said there was no way that this was there. He could not hear what Tony wanted him to hear.
No, you couldn't change. You couldn't change that round, could you?
Saying that we're bashing him for his the men's mental health. If anyone knows, we do mental health awareness. We do exposures, we do this, that, and the other. But if you're going to be that stupid, right, and go on a live and then do what you've done, say what you've said, and then jump from box to box to box, twisting the narrative, changing the story each time you go into each box, threatening behaviour like he did with late early in the hours of the morning, accusing them, poor women, of being, PLM, things like that. This is what you get. And if you want to twist the narrative, and if you want to, try and get people on board to believe your crap, carry on, because there's a lot of people out there. There's thousands, like I said in another live I got invited to, because it's just gone mad. If you want to poke one bear, right, that is, I say, this is what I've said, right, everyone, you are a victim and you are a survivor, right? You have to be a victim to become a survivor. And if you prod and attack someone, right, who's been a victim and a survivor of DV, SA and all that sort of stuff, right, and you're doing it on a live and you are quite derogatory about it and, disrespectful, not only are you prodding that one person, right, you are prodding thousands of people on this app, right, who have been through it. So what do you expect on the backlash of that? Why do you think that you have the right to sit there and say that what you did was, not wrong?
Yeah, I think regarding people who are friends with people, I think you have to kind of distinguish between when a person is first made aware that one of their friends is, doing bad things. If they choose at that point to walk away, then I will have utmost respect for them.
Yeah.
However, if they let it drag on for months and months and still remain their friend until they come to a situation where they feel that they have to walk away, because if they don't walk away, they're going to be cancelled. I feel like that level of respect is not the same as if they...
Exactly. We've had it with Ghost.
Oh my God.
We had respect for Ghost.
Danny, thank you so much.
And he basically, showed his colours again yesterday. We've had people in the chat, who say are friends, and all this sort of stuff. And they've literally, and I said it in the live and people heard it, there was people in the live, I will name them, because they're jumping from there and then over to there. And, it's the two-facedness of it all is just ridiculous. At the end of the day, right, you do not prod someone of, them kind of traumas, right? And then to come out and turn around and say that we're profiting off the traumas because we've got our gifts on. Now, if anyone knows, right, we don't get big gifts. We don't get universities or anything like that. We don't ask for gifts. Any gifts we get are recycled back through to other people that come in and talk about their traumas and, their experiences and stuff. Who is he to say that when he's been in box battles with Diageo and he's been in box battles and these everything in with Delusive Angie and getting thousands of fucking gifts? What is the point of that? The gifts, it's got nothing to do with this at all.
But with regards to Tony and the gifts, obviously I was really glad that I was recording yesterday, because I was in the middle of making a video showing all of the awareness lives that he's done with his gifts on.
Oh, you couldn't have done that any better.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
What? Did you not see? Do you remember Tony, the fella who was swinging his tallywackle all over the thingo, and he ended up driving down to his house?
Yep.
See the gifts that he got there?
Yeah.
Yep. What did he do? He did nothing.
He does nothing. He makes posters. Whoopee.
His words were, he turned around and said, well, at the end of the day, I am using a lot of petrol. They were his words, because at that point...
no one asked you. No one asked him.
Can I just ask you, I'm awfully sorry, can I just ask you, are you friends with an account that's in here? It's called Tink's Mum.
No.
It's a troll account, love. It's I think it's trolling, Tink. She lost her mum.
As in Tink,
yeah, as in Tink Sparkle, the Kelly Sparkle, the Tink, yeah.
Also, Tink. Just to make you aware,
Tink was in here before.
I know. She'll have gone because she's probably seen that.
Where is it? I can't even see the account.
But yeah, I mean, it just. We said, and we had, when we had Ghost come in yesterday, because we needed to get his side on it, because obviously, as you're aware, he bought, Exposed and Tony together again after they had a bit of an argy-bargy, and it's got smoothed over. They drew a line under it, moved on. But even yesterday, he proved to be, someone. I mean, we've always said, and we were saying in life, we're not telling you who to like or who to, support or anything. That's your choice, right?
Morning, Tranquil.
When something like that happens, right, and you are actively associated with them, you're going to get tarnished with the same brush. And that includes all the Sting teams that he's associated himself with in whatever capacity.
Is that Ghost? Sorry, you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that live, yeah. Yeah, you didn't say for him to choose anybody.
Yeah.
Could somebody just start?
And the thing was, right, he just, if anyone saw it live, Tony jumped in the room, with the laughing faces as he normally does, because, that's what he thinks is funny. And then next thing, Ghost dropped, and we thought, well, hang on a minute, where's he gone? Sort of thing. We thought he'd jumped out of the room because Tony was in there, and then he come back in. He went, "Oh, I'm so sorry." He said, "I was on a phone. I got a violation." Well, the funny thing is, and if any host knows, if anyone in your chat room, right, or in your boxes gets a violation, you get a notification of it, right? He was on a call because Tony was ringing him. With that, he said something and he disappeared. And lo and behold, if you went over into Tony's live, he was sat there being his mod.
Yeah. Yeah, because I went over there and I saw, I was like, oh.
Yeah. And the thing is, though, at the end of the day, that's your choice. If you want to be associated with that man, anything else, but what you're doing is your credibility is completely now gone out the window.
Well, someone just
All the hard work you've done, everything, you know, protecting children, people are not going to look at you in that same way. You can't.
Can I just ask a little question? Because call me dumb. Obviously, I've only been on TikTok about a year, and I didn't really get into that circle. But when I was watching that video last night of Tony saying, "Who's that? What's that name? Send them over. Send them over there."
Was this Paddy? Was it the name Paddy kept mentioning? Is that the name?
Yes, I think it was, Paddy.
What does he mean by that?
I was wondering if he was meaning, you know, Paddy Doherty, because he's friends with him, or was the person in the box called Paddy?
No, it was a guy called I'm back. I'm back. Yeah.
Basically,
he was saying there was names coming up, and he was saying, "Oh, she's a."
Yeah, so basically what he was doing in that live, because I've got a screen recording of it, was he started, it was one of the lives he started up, or one of the various lives he started up in his own that night after the incident. And this guy, originally he was in that guy's live, but it was just going a bit silly. They couldn't get their lives to work, they couldn't get boxes to work, and he basically dropped. Now, he knew he was in his car, and we knew he'd been drink driving. We knew he was driving about in his car because he even admitted that he was sat in McDonald's car park. He'd had 24 plus cans, blah, blah, blah. Right? People were saying, well, we don't know he was drink driving. Well, how do you get from McDonald's car park to drive? It's simple common sense.
I got blocked because I actually said, well, how did he get from McDonald's car park? Did he fucking fly?
Right?
And they blocked me.
Sorry, I've been requested to tell everyone do the poll.
Oh, yeah, do the poll, please. Right. So the thing is...
So this Mac the Back, sorry to interrupt, this Mac the Back, right, eventually, the last live that he was in was the one that Tony put up, and this was to do with the PLM. Now, there was ladies in there who were genuine ladies that were basically asking questions, and what he was saying to his moderators, don't block them, we're just going to take screenshots of them, and then what we'll do is we'll send their names over to the guys over your side, and we'll get all their details. You know, we'll get all their details. He was calling these people.
Done exactly the same to me.
Yeah,
because he was screaming. He was screaming in front of 2,000 people and he kept obviously going up my name because he obviously knew Snell, and he's screaming, "I want Snell's details. I want her socials. I want her face. I want her name." Everything. Now, I've got 4 children in my house. Then he's screaming that I'm a peddler. I'm a part of PLM.
There was someone named Charlie Oxygen, and
that night,
saying nasty things.
What is he going to do? He's never been to anybody's house.
And see, the thing is, though, he's turned around and said that he's got USBs, right? I was in another live.
That night, the ghosts were trying to get into my family account where all my babies are.
Yeah, and they think I
lost all credibility at that point.
Stupid they are, right? Is that they're saying he's been told and said, and he's been actively said it on this act. He's got USBs on certain people, you know, details, addresses, you know, photographs and that. Now, it's illegal for you to have that information on anyone without their permission. You are not the official police. You have no capacity to do so. So what are you thinking you're going to be doing with that? Because if that's the case, then
he'll do nothing. He's a pussy.
Shit. He was trying to say that he had USBs on us. When I was sat there helping him do all this exposing stuff. And until he done that with Alpha Bar, and he left posters in Liverpool, and then just like literally dumped them in Liverpool, should I say, with a lady on her own in the middle of Liverpool, like, you know what I mean? You just don't do that. You did, and then we were trying to get hold of him and trying to get hold of his mods to say, like, what do you want us to do with these posters? Like, what's going on with this Alpha Bar stuff? And not one person got nothing. So he doesn't even do his exposing properly.
No, because that turned out to be fake. That was all edited. The Alphabet thing was all a lie.
Yeah.
It was someone who went and made up an account and faked it all.
Yeah, is that the doll thing? It was like the game with a load of dolls on it. Yeah, because I've seen that Elphaba, like, I remember there was a video and there was like Elphaba's character and then this character, and they were not the same, and they'd used, I think it was because her name is Elphaba, where it's EL, they'd used a capital I instead of the L, so the name looks the same.
Yeah.
Oh, well, sorry for butting in. Thanks for clearing that up for me, because I was a bit confused at, like, where was he sending these women? I was thinking, what is he doing?
Yeah, he basically, what he was doing, he was so delusional that night, right, of his own certain, like, grandeur, if you want to say, if you want to put it that way, right, that he was accusing innocent women of being part of PLM. He was saying that, you know, the Purple Hearts was to do with all that and if else. Well, anyone knows that is not the case. It's always been part of, you know, domestic violence, you know, sexual abuse, all that kind of stuff. And then last night he then comes on and he was adamant, apparently, all wrong uns, you know, and all this sort of stuff. And I'm thinking, wow, this Matt the back sitting there, he's just as bad. I'm sorry. They are.
Accused any men of being in PLM, or is it only ever women?
So
I think it's only ever women.
I can't think of any men that he's had any like altercations with.
No, he won't. He won't. And if you listen to any of his lives, it's like mostly men in there that get the chance to talk, not women, unless you've got a strong Irish background. And with that, he knows never across that line. And we know that with Mob. We've heard that time and time again. But the PLM thing last night, what made me laugh was he basically then backtracked and said, oh, he wasn't, he's always been aware that this was the case. It's always been Purple Hearts, blah, blah, blah. But he didn't know. He really didn't understand. He didn't know. Yes, you did. Yes, you
He did know.
Stop lying.
He did know.
And
But the only people he likes to let talk are men with a strong Irish background or a strong Gypsy background.
Yep.
Wasn't he
Women
doing
with
charity?
Gypsy background, he basically yells in their face, tells them to shut up, sit back down, because they need to be seen, not heard.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
you have the wrong fucking gypsy in front of your ass.
Yep, exactly.
I'm sure there's a picture of Tony wearing purple. There's a couple of them in the picture. They're all wearing purple shirts.
Yeah.
For charity.
Yeah.
So he
Maybe
does
we
know.
should do-
I mean, he's done a lot for charity, so he should generally know what colours go for what colours. Do you know
He
what I
should
mean?
do.
So,
And
yeah.
considering he does this kind of thing, you would think he'd be clued up on that, but he's not, obviously.
I'm on the
My
right
thing is, sorry to interrupt or change the subject, guys, but the reason it came up in the box was because I was watching a video this morning. Who came for Mrs. Doubtfire?
Oh,
Okay, so in a video, obviously she is referring to Just Jules' post. For one, I've seen Unicorn has commented about it this morning. She's caused untold drama and has done it for like many people. And she's also known as Quirky Queen. I would advise everyone to, like, if you ever encounter
Oh, I've
her,
already blocked her.
because she's dangerous.
she's got a reputation
She messaged
basically.
me out of the blue the other week.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, love. She messaged me out of the blue the other week.
Who, Quirky Queen?
Quirky Queen.
She's
Get her
got a
blocked.
reputation to just be wanting to be
Honestly,
everyone's mods, but then
Yeah.
causes havoc between them. You know, I think most people are aware of the situation that happened between me and Miss Red. That was because of her. She came into my Discord, was saying things to us, but then going to Miss Red and saying things. And she then claimed that she was Miss Red's spy to us. And it caused obviously this big issue. And then I've also seen her she went into Angie's begging to be mod. I know she is mod with other people. And you know, I've made a post about her because she wrote in my Discord that her hero is the Craze, and she used to write to them and they wrote back.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right.
Swear to God. Get her banned. Ban her, everybody, please. No one comes to
delightful.
Doubtfire.
Well, I'm going to drop down because I've got a few things I've got. Well, I should be able to.
Yeah, I'm going to drop down as well. I just wanted to ask those couple of questions and say big up for Miss
But-
Baguette for putting those things up there on YouTube,
Yeah.
because
Thank
it's an
you.
eye-opener.
Yeah.
Thank you. But thanks for having me.
Thank you
Yeah,
both for coming
thank
out.
you, darling.
Was it fabulosity? Sorry.
Appreciate
See you later,
that.
Sacred
But
Links.
also, just to make you aware, there's a new Rebecca Ware profile going around. If you see someone in your Rebecca Ware. If you see a a profile with the name Awful Rebellion. It's her. So just
Who's
block
that?
her. Rebecca Weir.
Does she come in exposed?
She did. She was the one that had regarding her baby who had died, and the fake birth certificate. And,
Oh God, yeah.
yeah, it's her. So we're just making people aware of that. So if you
Is involved with Tony.
yeah, it's called
Thank
Awful
you.
Rebellion. If you see that, just block them.
Okay.
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 See you later.
Well, thank you guys. Have a good fight, and we'll talk soon. Take care.
Bye.
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 She's Grace's mod. And Jules is Grace's mod.
Somebody said she's Charlie's mod as well.
She is. Is she still Charlie's mod? I know she was Charlie's mod a little while ago. I don't know if she. I mean, I've not been in service, but I don't know if she's still is mod. I've not been in his live for a while, but there was something else I wanted to reply to in the comments.
Hey, Rich in Life. Oh, Chunky's threatening if you don't do her poll, she's going to block his on.
I have to listen to Chunky. Another thing that Mrs. Doubtfire did refer to in the in her video was she'd received some threatening messages.
I know.
Now, I think a lot of us have our suspicions of who this person is. However, it's not been confirmed, and I don't want to say because I'm not saying when there's, I've not spoken to Mrs. Doubtfire because she's off to heal and chill.
Yeah.
If people say it in the comments, that's whatever. I don't care.
No one comes for Mrs. Doubtfire. I swear to God, she is the loveliest woman on this app, and I will ride to the ends of the earth.
Same.
Like,
She sounds lovely. She really sounds lovely.
She is so, honestly, she's so genuinely lovely, princess. Like, when I first started, she was like messaging me, and like she put my show and stuff on her news, and like she made up.
Oh,
like,
that's so sweet of her.
Yeah, she made up like all the cartoon things and that for me, and she didn't have to do any of it. And she always messages or acknowledges you when you're in chats and stuff. She's just so genuinely lovely.
Someone else's life, she's in there too, and we just have a fun time talking to each other.
Exactly. Oh, is it who they're saying it is in the chat?
Hello.
Hello.
I just want to say that people really need to be doing these polls because I should be working. And you've all got to get to know each other. And the last one, it only had like 30 something votes, and there's 211 people in here.
Wait, I said bagel.
Lots of people said bagel. But I'm just doing the same one as before for the new people. But I really, if you don't want to be blocked, then I've got gout, so you don't want to mess with me. Please do the polls, get to know each other, and have a lovely morning.
Thank you, Chunky. It's very important to know what everyone's favourite bread is.
Exactly, and I think it will bring in more viewers. I believe it does something like in the algorithm. But so the pastry, just a quick note, the kind of chocolate.
When you said cola, you sicko. I was like, okay, I drink cola.
Yeah, Coca-Cola, you sicko. Only 2 votes for Coca-Cola.
Do you know what I find really weird though? What's your fave pastry? And 6.12 people have said brown bread. Like,
I know.
Mine's brown bread, yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to go, so I just keep doing these polls. And have a nice day, guys.
Nice day.
Bye, babe.
Bye.
Bye.
Everybody keep an eye out for the polls or you get blocked by Chunky. She's not taking it
I
today.
accidentally only did it for 30 seconds, so I was waiting for the return. But they're gone now.
But yeah, no, when I woke up and saw that, I was like, how dare come for Mrs. Doubtfire? Like,
You know
rage.
what? I think half of the app have said that because Mrs. Doubtfire's content is
So unproblematic, yeah.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Like, she doesn't call anybody or anything like that. Like, she goes the nice way about it, doesn't she? And she sounds old, so I know that she's got the old voice thing on, the old voice filter on, but yeah. No, you can't come for Miss Doubtfire.
You can't. Like, I completely understand if people come for me because I know that the content that I make is quite I suppose it can be seen as controversial because, you know, I am a bit mean sometimes, but I'm only mean about the people who
Deserve it.
deserve
You
it.
mean in a funny way as well, Baguette.
Yeah, and I feel it's like satirical, and it's not meant with ill intent towards, like, you know, the jokes or whatever, but there is still an important message behind it. But even still, I can understand if people come for me, and that's fine. Like, if you want to come for me, you know, whatever, I don't care, because if you're one of the people that I've been making videos about, then you need bunning. So I couldn't care.
Exactly. Like, people are going to come for me as well because I'm a big mouth, and I'll say it as it is.
It's like you expect it. It's like, you know, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen, and it's fine. I would never have put any videos out there if I was in any way objecting to people coming back at them. It's fine. I honestly, you know, do not care. But Mrs. Doubtfire has never been like that, not once.
No.
Content is always respectful.
Yeah, she's straight down the line, non-biased. She gives everyone's point of view and that, and she does it in a really nice way. She's dead kind. She's lovely.
She is, and I do hope that, like, you know, once she's had the weekend off to reflect, I do hope that she comes back, because she.
Oh yeah, definitely, because she's so just lovely.
Like, she's so important. Like, all, you know, the big FYP pages will often open with Mrs. Doubtfire's video from the day, because it's kind of just a summary. It's unbiased. It's informative, and I think, need Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, I hope people have just been reading the comments and just get that person
Oh my God, Lou! Look at this.
blocked or banned for doing that.
Lou, you've just sent me flowers. Now, if you're thinking of sending me a Chinese takeaway as well, I will be sending you. I'm just saying. They're really cute.
I was going to say, I'm not detached. Whenever people come for me, I haven't even got a clue. I'm like, I think that they go for other people.
I know I haven't like that. I was like, what are you talking about me?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, are you talking about me?
Hang on. Tink's mum is in the chat if any of them want to see it before me. I've been looking for it and I can't find it. There we go. I've got it.
I already have, Natty. No, I've already said to block it. It's disgusting, that morning part. Right, Miss Baguette, I'm going to get off. Thank you very much for allowing me to come up.
Thank you for coming in now.
You're more than welcome, love. See you all later, everyone. Nice talking to you all.
See you later, darling.
Bye.
Bye, sweetie.
So, the one that apparently, because we obviously won't say names, that apparently came from Mrs. D, weren't they coming for a lot of people yesterday, people are saying?
They were. I mean, do you know, I hate speaking in like a speculative. Is that a real word? Is that the way you'd say that word? I hate speculating.
Yeah.
I do think it's very obvious who the person was, and you know, if you read in the comments, then you know exactly who the person was, who it's being inferred it is. But just, I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all, because that, you know, this person's been in and out of sort of friendship groups and things, and.
Well, if it's the person that we're speaking of, I had somebody actually message me about it because they'd also been attacked, and I just said the best thing to do is to obviously block them. They don't seem like a very nice person, to be fair. I've always been a bit wary of them, to be fair. They're not my personality type, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. The Fat Freak is in the house. I hope you're feeling better today, Fat Freak.
Facts! Sister wives. We're all Facts sisters' wives, for anybody that doesn't know in the comments. Frankie's front of the queue.
I would love to be a sister wife. I think it'd be great, because I never want to like be married and have to have like a full-time partner living with me and kind of, you know, take
It's the dream. Baguette, it's the dream. Honestly, I would never ever live with a man again, ever. I did 16 years, and that's like a jail sentence.
You've had enough.
He's a good man. He's a really good dad. But yeah, I couldn't do it again. No way. So sister wives is the way forward.
We're not allowed to be sister wives to Karma Castle because I'm just his wife. That's one wife only, girls.
He's not my type. So
Also married. I think that like if you lived in like a sister wife commune, like you could have your own house, so you can live all on your own, and you know sit there and watch TV with no pants on and just chill, and it's fine, and just do whatever. And then you know if you want some romance, you can just be like going over to your
to your suitors.
Jan knows about my love for Karma.
Cody. Do you mean Cody Rhodes?
2 pumps of the Chinese. Me and you will have to have words, love, because we're married now. So you can't go for him. He just doesn't know we're married.
Richie's getting jealous, sorry.
Well, is Rich in the sister wives? Is it becoming sister and brother wives? Is it just becoming...
Oh yeah, we'll get rich. So we call the brothers brother husbands. So we're sister wives and then they're brother husbands.
Oh my God, I love this.
It's in Jodie Geeky's live. We usually we have our sister wives groups and our brother husbands.
I love that.
Where is Jodie? I feel like I've not seen Jodie for ages.
Oh, she's been banned as well.
Is she?
We've both been bananaed.
Literally everyone, like loads of our friendship group are gone.
It's so annoying, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, it is, but in another way, I really like the new guidelines, because the people who usually get away with the ban constantly, they've been getting banned. Like the elusive one was banned on 2 accounts the other day, and I've not seen her get banned for months. And
was she?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she got her the delusive mother or whatever it's called. That got banned. I think that was banned for a week because she didn't go back on it. Then she went on another account that got banned as well. I think that was only like a temporary one. But yeah, like it's. I think it is doing its job, but TikTok probably need to kind of level it out a little bit because honestly the comment violations that I've got is a joke. Like I just scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll through my account notifications thing.
Same baguette. Yeah, same.
Yeah, I get mine as well.
Love you to someone who I know, and then it was like, no, this can't be posted, and I was like, what the fuck?
I know.
It's so weird.
Like some of my comments, they're not. Sometimes I'll leave like little sarcastic comments that I can understand. Okay, maybe that might be taken the wrong way, but some of them are just genuine, just normal comments, and they're being removed, and I'm just like, what?
It's just they're too. I think the AI is picking up on too much. Like they've done it too good, if you know what I mean. They need to like dial it back.
Yeah, I think they're probably, they've probably gone in hard at the start, and they'll probably like, what's the word? I don't know what the word is. They'll probably like look into it and fix it up a little bit because it's especially with the comments, it's definitely too much. Like I got a violation for a snail emoji, and someone's had a violation for a shrimp emoji, and like if they're not going to let us talk about animals, then something's wrong.
Justice for the shrimp and snails. We love snails.
There's someone from the EDL in the guest requests. Do we let them in?
Let them in.
Oh, let's see what they have to say. Come on, I'm sure you've got great insight.
Yeah.
Hang on, are you back? They're back.
Yeah.
What's up?
I basically think the TikTok AI system where it bans you, I think it's completely out of order. I mean, like the other day, all I said was, "You dirty stinking packed bastard."
Get him off.
Get him off.
My finger ready, literally. I was waiting for it. My finger was.
What an absolute!
Do you know what?
Honestly.
Yeah, I picked up because you can box jump, because me and my mates like do friendly trolling of late of the night when I haven't got my kids like messing around, and you can like jump in people's boxes and say stuff and then jump out dead quick, and the AI wouldn't pick it up. So I hope it's sensitive enough now to pick shit like that up because that's disgusting. It's not okay.
you know that person who's just in the box? Like, you know when you just hear someone's voice and you know exactly what they look like?
Yeah, you know exactly what they are.
Exactly
Bald
how
head.
they smell. Yeah.
Go
Red
back,
face,
stinking,
tattoo,
probably smoking a fag.
wrapped in a Union Jack flag.
Yeah. He's probably got his empty cans next to him.
Still in bed.
Still in bed. Not bothered to take his kids to school as usual.
He doesn't see his kids.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. Yeah, a weekend dad, if that. DSA payments.
He had an Argos pen for a penis, and I know you shouldn't make fun of physical attributes, but I think he might be either very short, like Tiny Tony.
Yeah.
Something like
He's
that.
hung like a moth. That's what we say.
Yeah, but also, you know, just having a small penis, I've had many that are actually very good. So actually, I'm very sorry to all the people with the chode. I didn't mean that.
Chode.
I think it's more like...
I love that I love the Argos pen, I know.
I really am doing these polls today, and so could you please do, you know, the most we've had is 50. Miss Baguette has 116 viewers. I know about 30 of them are probably a mod, because it's all people from Comment Cafe. But if you could please do the polls. Miss Baguette, please declare your answers so everybody can get to know you as well each time.
How did nobody choose Diet Coca-Cola? I love Diet Coke.
I've pretended that I'm posh and I'm scouse as F.
I'm raging. Diet Coke. Come on, guys. Where's my Diet Coke heads at? Whoop, whoop.
Miss Baguette, what's your answer?
Oh, my answer is this a fizzy drink poll? Because I can't answer it.
I did quite a lot of options.
I don't drink anything fizzy at all.
Same. Well, I do drink a sugar-free Red Bull at 2 p.m. every day with a glass straw because I'm a classy bitch. I'm not joking. I got these glass straws from Amazon. They're really good. Anyway, so let's see what the winner is and then I'll be off. If you have another idea for a poll, please let me know. I'm feeling extra spicy Polly today. Coca-Cola won and none because I'm posh came second. I don't believe for a word of Sarah with a mushroom, Shan, Maddie, Frankie's backup, follow me, Danny Spartan, Little Pink Buddha, you're all lying.
I know, I admitted I'm lying. I was trying to just fit in. I live in a Tory town, don't I?
I know, I love your accent because my family's Scouse, so I love it. They're from, do you know Crosby? Like, well, they're from Seaforth, but they moved to Crosby when they got posh and got some money.
We love a bit of Scouse.
I've been there. I've been to Seaforth.
Have you? Oh my God, that's where my family like grew up. It's like near the docks because my granddad worked on the docks. Yeah, it's really
think that when it's by the docks that there might be like a nice beach, but it's literally just like all mechanical, like
like a spool and that, yeah. It's all
and if you go further north to Crosby and Formby, don't go as far as where DG Decker's from, for God's sake. But if you go to Crosby, there's like a beach where there's Anthony Gormley sculptures, and it's really nice.
I see. Do you remember when we had the Northern Lights like a couple of weeks ago?
Oh, yeah.
One of the photos that came up on my Facebook was from there, and it was the most beautiful photo. It was like this. It looked like a man stood there, but it was like a statue thing on the beach.
Crosby Marina, that's in.
Oh wow!
Beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous.
I've always wanted to go to Liverpool, but it's such a pain in the ass if you don't drive. Well, I do drive, but I want to go for like a night out.
Yeah.
And it takes ages to get down there, like, because you can't just fly.
You sound Scottish.
Yeah.
Thank you for the confetti.
But I will definitely be in Liverpool at one point. We've got to
it's
decide.
so fun and nice there. I really like it. Oh,
Yay, sweet but sour.
are you frolicking?